Not me making sure my stove is clean before I film a whole cooking video. Nobody wants to look at that, okay? I'm trying to do us all a favor. I just turned 25. I feel like for a long time I was really anxious about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like 25 meant I was officially done. Like done with my childhood, done with being youthful, done with, I don't know, like finding myself. Like I thought I was supposed to have everything figured out at this age. And here I am, still very confused, still feeling like I'm 14, and still stuck in this lie that I even turned 25. If you take anything away from this video, one, we're gonna be making some delicious food. Hopefully you could take the food home with you, but unfortunately that's not how the internet works. However, the second thing, I feel like as I've gotten older, and I know everybody says this, but literally age doesn't matter whatsoever. And in fact, I probably feel more connected with myself now than I ever have in my life, even though I'm the oldest I've ever been. I hate that sometimes the internet makes you feel like a certain age is old, when in actuality, I'm so stinking young, and I'm proud of all that I've accomplished. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of the fact that I'm still on an incredible growth journey in my personal life, my mental health, my fitness journey, my lifestyle. So in honor of all of that, we're gonna have a really fun video today. I'm going to be cooking some of my absolute favorite things. And by cooking, you know what that means. On this channel, we don't do very well in the cooking department. So it's the easy stuff, it's the fun stuff, but it's my ultimate favorite. So sit back, relax, enjoy yourself as we make some delicious, delicious birthday goodies. I guess we're gonna start with the most complicated one. And you're about to see this and go, Taylor, that's the most complicated one, but bear with me, okay? This is my all-time favorite dessert. Like if you say, Taylor, what kind of cake do you want for your birthday? It's going to be this. Funfetti, baby. And of course, the vanilla icing with the sprinkles. Like this puts such a big smile on my face. To be honest with you, I didn't even check to see if I have any of these other ingredients. Let's hope so. And as my mother taught me, we will be putting our hair back while we are cooking, so we don't get any of that nastiness in our cake. No, thank you. What's so funny too is that my mom, did you just hear that? I swear, oh my God, I just bought this. Blah. That just bummed me out so much. Problem number one, this might be the only pan I have, which is literally made for bread. Nobody is surprised. Why? Check that, found my Pyrex. In the clear. Okay, it says oil. What kind of oil? Oh my gosh. I really did not plan to start the video off with like such an emotional dump, but I think I also figured like it's something that's been on my mind, so I might as well just, you know, clear the air to begin with. I used to absolutely love my birthday. Like it would be obviously the highlight of the year. I loved going to school on my birthday because it meant that I got to see all of my friends and I didn't have to pick and choose where I was gonna be or what I was gonna do on my birthday. It was already planned out for me. And I've always been the type of person that absolutely hates excluding people. Like my number one trait, if we're gonna look at the Strength Finders test, the Myers-Briggs, whatever the heck, it's always been inclusivity. So instead of like choosing who I wanted to have at my birthday party, I would just have like 3 birthday parties. So I would have a birthday party for my public school friends, my private school friends, my cheerleading friends. And it wasn't anything extravagant. Like we could just be hanging out at my house, like making pizzas. And it wasn't even that it was about me. It was just that I wanted everybody to always feel loved and seen and included. This is my least favorite part because we have to use the mixer, and the mixer terrifies me to no end, and I with fail every single time make a mess. Like there is no doubt about it. Dear Lord, please don't get on my new sweatshirt. Please don't get on my merch. No. So I did play myself a little bit. If anybody has any tips for how to get cake batter out in the wash, please leave them down below. Maybe just a good excuse to put on a different merch. Hello, Miss Gorgeous Thing. And hello, Mrs. Other Gorgeous Ting. Oh, she's pretty gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my golly. I know you're not supposed to do this, and I'm not endorsing it, but just like a small lick. A small lick. Now just praying that this little platter is big enough. Oh, I'm actually like so proud of myself. This is funfetti and I'm like gleaming. Obviously, now that I just turned 25, I don't have 3 birthday parties anymore. That's like a very kid thing to want to do in the first place. But also just kind of goes to show, like, as you get older, you definitely notice your friendship circles kind of decreasing. And I think for a while I was really sad about it. But Keith and I have talked about this a lot. And I think one of the biggest things is that as you get older, you don't really have that much time like you used to when you were a kid. You can't always just drop all responsibilities and go play outside, you know? So the short spare time that you have, you want to spend it with the people that you love the most and also the people that reciprocate the most. So it only makes sense, you know, as you get older, you just kind of keep the shiniest of quarters in your friendships. There she goes. Wish her well. I'm setting my timer. Oh my gosh, I always do this. This is my stopwatch for when I'm training. I've been a lot more diligent about tracking my rest times at the gym, and clearly I've been working out for 134 hours. Look at me go. We're setting our timer for a big fat 36 minutes. Boom.
A few moments later.
She looks nice and toasty. Oh, that's pretty good. One more, just for good luck. Okay, she's ready. My best fun fact is that I used to work at a cupcake stand. And I tell you that as I'm icing this cake, and then you're gonna be thoroughly unimpressed. And actually, another sad thing is that I don't even really like icing. This is like the sole icing that I will actually eat. Otherwise, it's too much. I didn't realize how small my piece was until I just sat down right here. Now I'm disappointed in myself. Isn't she stunning though? A pat on the back for following the box. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
What does it say about me that I probably had the same birthday cake at my 5th birthday party as I do for my 25th birthday party?
This next treat is pretty dang special because I feel like I only ever have it on the most rarest occasions. The rarest occasions. It's one of those things that you don't see as often as you would, like a cake, a cupcake. Ah! Monkey bread. Oh. This is brand new. This is a video, I suppose, sponsored by Pillsbury. I freaking wish. Do you realize how cool that would be? Me as the doughboy. This is a pull-apart monkey bread kit. It looks as easy as pie, hopefully. And naturally, of course, the one thing it says on the container is that you will need butter. And what is the one thing I don't have? Butter. I looked up that Greek yogurt is actually a pretty good alternative. Hopefully that turns out just a-okay. This is the funny part, all right? It says heat the oven to 375, grease the pan with a picture of a pie pan. Then it says pie pan not recommended. I have no pans. I have no pie pan or regular pan. 0 pans. I'm panless. Once again, praying that my Pyrex comes to the rescue. It's like the tale as old as time. I always say, I need this kind of pan whenever I make these videos. Then my mom watches, then she's embarrassed. And then I realize I lack so many necessities for like basic cooking things because I don't cook. I always got nervous doing this, but why do they make it like this? Like, is there any other way to do that without causing such fear? I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? I don't know what I'm thinking. So I've always wanted to do like one of those videos where you're like, 25 things I've learned in 25 years. But I really don't know if I'm that full of wisdom yet, if we're just gonna be blunt and honest about it. But I did decide, you know, there are a few things I have learned. I'm not as silly as I make myself out to seem. I definitely do have a lot of self-deprecating humor. I do need to work on that. Like, I'm better than that. Actually, I used to get a lot of like kind comments on my videos with very concerned subscribers almost like kindly encouraging me to stop doing that because I used to do it all the time in my videos. If you go back and watch probably some of my earlier videos, I was so unconfident in myself. I would constantly just make jokes at my own expense. I think because I wanted to make them before the audience could do it. And so many of you were so kind and kind of just like eased me out of that, helped me realize I don't have to make those sort of jokes one, to be funny, or two, to put myself down like that. And I encourage you to follow suit. I love you all so much. You're always just so nice to me, so good to me, looking out for me. You're just the best. I decided on my podcast to kind of just dive into a few of the biggest tips that I think I've learned in my 25 years. And if you don't already listen, I've heard it's great. I've heard it's a great podcast. I always feel the most connected with people who listen to the podcast. I think it means so much to me, and also it's the place where I am the most vulnerable. So if you ever feel like you want more content and you haven't listened yet, highly recommend checking it out. I'll leave all of the links in the description box below. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I'm supposed to roll this out, which how do I even do that? And then I think I need to just pull everything apart, which is the most beautiful part of the monkey bread, let's be honest. To offer a little sneak peek though for the podcast, one of the best things I think I have recognized, especially with all of the wild changes that our lives have taken in these past 2 years, it's that we cannot be wishing away our time. And I think that sometimes I used to think about this in a larger context, like, oh, I shouldn't wish away my childhood. I shouldn't wish away my high school days so then I can go to college. But in actuality, it's like every single day when you're stuck in traffic and all you want to do is be home, or you're pushing yourself through those final horrible reps of a really hard exercise, and the only thing that you want is for that moment to be over. I sincerely believe one of the best things I've learned to do is actually live my life in those moments and to be as present as possible in the most challenging and uncomfortable times. The truth of the matter is that we're never going to grow inside of our comfort zones. As horrible as those moments can seem, sometimes they're the biggest moments of our lives. When I would commute maybe an hour and a half to work every single day, each way, I would just wait for the time to pass. Especially before I started my YouTube channel, I would just hate it. I would dread every single second. And then I'd get to work and I'd wait for the work clock to pass. And I'd wait for it to be 5 p.m. Then I'd wait for myself to get home, and then I'd wait for my workout to be over. And it just felt like this endless cycle. And when I started my channel and I started utilizing that commute time to actually work on videos, and I'd sit on the train and I'd be on my laptop and I'd be so zoned in on what I was doing, I honestly felt so much more happy because I didn't wait for every single scenario to be over. Now we're giving this a nice, gorgeous stir. I really feel like I did this wrong, but I don't know how else there is to do it correctly. Okay, not half bad. Everything's taking their sweet time baking today, but we are going in the oven for about 23 minutes on the dot. I tried my best. I have no idea why it had to come out so aggressively like that, but it said immediately turn upside down onto a serving plate. So that's what I did, but now it looks ugly as heck, and I don't even know where all the sauce went. Obviously, I know what funfetti cake tastes like. I eat it pretty much every year, but this is brand new, so I'm stoked to give this a try, and I'm very nervous that I messed it up, but here we go. You know, maybe the Greek yogurt made it taste a little funky, but something's a teeny bit off. It almost has this weird cream cheese aftertaste. Don't get me wrong, like I'm gonna sit here and eat the entire plate I just made. Okay, Keithley, honest.
You?
Welcome. We need your honest feedback.
Delicious.
You think so? Mm-hmm. It's a brand new recipe. I made it from scratch.
Actually, very good.
I'm really proud of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding, I didn't make it from scratch. Now I get to end the video with one of my all-time favorites, ice cream. I couldn't do a whole video on some of my favorite treats without having my Reese and my ice cream. This is a darn good flavor. I don't think I have a favorite, she wants my spoon. I don't think I have a favorite ice cream flavor because I just love ice cream so much. I will eat all of it. If it's gelato, then it's pistachio. Ice cream though, love cookies and cream, love coffee, love butter pecan. However, a lot of the dairy does upset my stomach, so I either have to eat it in very small portions or sometimes the dairy-free is delicious. This one, God bless, is made with cashew milk, which we all know cashew milk, cashew butter is the superior nut to use in nut butters and your alternative dairy products. This is from So Delicious. It's chocolate cookies and cream made with cashew milk. Reese, what is going on? I just want to say thank you though for being She's not getting the ice cream, I promise. I don't give my dog chocolate. I just want to say thank you though, because this is my second birthday that I'm, I guess, celebrating on YouTube, which is nuts. I think it's so wild. This is something that I get to do every single day, and I could have never dreamed of living out my dream at any other age in my life. And here I am at 25 doing the darn thing, and I get to do it with each and every single one of you every single day. So I am still flabbergasted that there are more than 2 singular people watching my videos, but I could not be more grateful, and I love you all so stinking much. That is superb.